Coach Kropp, co-head men's basketball coach here at UNK. Thanks for meeting with us, Coach.
Happy to be here, Joe.
Give us a preview of your team, players coming back, and what we can expect in the 2014-15 season.
Okay, as far as the players we have coming back, when we look back at last season, we got off to a fairly slow start. We started off in our first 7 games. We were 2-5. Ended up winning 2 games between or before Christmas break, so we went into the Christmas break at 4-5. At Christmas break, we picked up a transfer named Ethan Brozak, who had played for us as a freshman, and then he had left and went to school at the University of Nebraska at Lincoln. So he joined us at the semester and really gave us a shot in the arm. We were able to, coming down the stretch, we were able to win 10 of our last 13 games, and those were all conference games, including 2 in the tournament. We won our first round game in the tournament and then got beat in the quarterfinals. But off of that squad, we lost a very good scorer, Mike Dentlinger, 6'7" post player who averaged about 16.5 points. But we do return 4 of our 5 starters. Brozak, the player I mentioned, 6'7" player, averaged, he and Connor Baranek are both 6'7", and they both averaged about 17 points and 6 or 7 rebounds. So we're very happy to have those 2 players back. We also have our point guard back, Davion Pearson, who as the season went along, he continued to get better. And then the 4th starter we have back is Kevin Deneen, our shooting guard. Kevin did not have a very good year shooting-wise, but really played good defense for us and took care of the basketball. So we have 4 starters back, but we think where we really need to get better is at the 5 through 8 spots. We didn't have a lot of depth, and it really kind of took its toll on us late in the season. In fact, with Missouri Southern in the conference tournament, it was tied with 7 minutes to go. But we didn't have the depth to stay with them, and they went out and extended their lead to 10 or 12 points, and we couldn't stay with them. So looking at those spots, 5 through 8, we have, excuse me, we have 4 players back that lettered for us last year, and that's where we really feel we need the improvement, and that is Josh Lallman, Nick Christensen, a couple of guards. Then we have a post player that is about 6'8". His name is Corey Frank. And then also we have Ben Peterson. We have some freshmen that have come in that we feel pretty comfortable with, and probably the freshmen that we look at are Isaiah McKay from Minneapolis, a point guard, and then we have Trey Landsman, who is a 6'7" post player from Harlan, Iowa. And from what we've seen in the preseason and the first 3 days of practice, those 2 freshmen we think will be able to contribute as the season progresses.
Great. Talk about the tough league schedule and what it will take for your team to make the postseason tournament.
Right. Last year we finished right in the middle of the conference. Again, we started off very slow, but we finished tied for 6th, 7th, and 8th. We had a conference record of 10-9. We were able to win the first round of the conference tournament here at home against Lindenwood. So we made it to Kansas City, and there we ran into I believe they were the 3rd seed, Missouri Southern, and Missouri Southern, we were up 1 at half, and like I said, we were tied with 7 minutes to go, but Missouri Southern had too much strength, too much depth for us, and we couldn't hang with them down the stretch. But we pretty much finished right in the middle of everything last year with a 10-9 record and tying for 6th, 7th, and 8th. We know that the MIAA is one of the tougher Division II conferences, certainly in the United States. The national champion came out of our conference, and we're very proud of seeing Central Missouri win the national championship. But to tell you how tough the conference is, the 9th seed in the conference tournament, Northeastern, went to the 8th seed, Washburn, upset Washburn on their home floor, and then the 9th seed, who was actually in the 8th seed spot, then knocked off the national champion in the first round of the MIAA conference tournament. So that gives you a little bit of an idea of the toughness of the conference. And we knew when we joined the conference 3 years ago that it was going to be a big jump from the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference. Not necessarily the first 1 or 2 teams, because you have Metro State and Colorado Mines and Fort Lewis. You have some really outstanding teams at the top, but where the MIAA is completely different from the RMAC is from top to bottom. It's much tougher than the RMAC, even though the top 1 or 2 or maybe even 3 teams are somewhat comparable.
Cool. How do you carry the momentum from the end of last season into this season?
Well, we were pleased with the progress we made as the season went on. But even then, as I mentioned, we finished right in the very middle of the pack, both with record and where we finished. So we were pleased with how we finished the year, but we know again that every night we step out there in this conference, it's going to be a tough game. And so just come in every day to practice and work on the basic fundamentals, and know that if we can rebound, defend, and take care of the basketball, we have a chance to be in a lot of games. But if we don't do those 3 things, and again, it's pretty simple, you got to rebound, defend, and take care of the basketball. If we don't do that in any of our conference games, we have a chance to get beat.
Sounds great. Well, thank you, Coach, for meeting with us. Good luck on your season.
Thank you very much.